having the intelligence agencies doing their job as well from a drug standpoint, and from Big Pharma not cramming things down our throat that when there's other options that are healthier for people. So I do think it's a little broader than that, but can you expand on, and maybe it's not, maybe it's all tied in with that intelligence. So can you talk about how intelligence and what solutions and what it would fix?
Well, I'll say something, and then I think Bill has something he can say on this.
Right.
When you talk about Big Pharma, what you're talking about is a cartel. There are a handful of cartels that are the global corporations, whether it's Big Pharma, whether it's the grain cartels, whether it's the oil cartels, the raw material cartels, the banking and insurance cartels. These are all interwoven. The members of the board of directors serve on many of the same companies. These are the people who, after 1971, pushed for the outsourcing of industry and manufacturing in the United States. They pushed for the weaponizing of intelligence so that there could be no alternative view that's presented or accepted. They funded the operations that created the casino economy by deregulating banking, getting rid of Glass-Steagall. So in a sense, they are all interrelated. And if people understand that these cartels are the ones that pushed the free trade agreements, that outsourced all of our manufacturing, that lost our jobs, that forced the American people into a so-called service economy where we're no longer producing anything except a lot of funny money. And that's the core of the problem, because if you talk about communities and things of that sort, communities are bankrupt now. There's no money. There's no hope for the children. There are no jobs. There's no greater aspirations. And I think that's the thing that ties it all together.
And it comes down to how they're managing the money and how they're siphoning all that out of the communities and out of the people into their own agendas.
Yeah, if I can pick up on that, because originally when I saw what they were doing at NSA, spying on the U.S. citizens to begin with, en masse, everybody in the country, taking in everything they're doing, it was very clear to me that this was a totalitarian process being put in place so that the government can control the population. That's what I testified to the Bundestag, that it was all about population control. And if you reflect back on Casey, the CIA director's statements back in 1983, he said after a meeting in a conference with people, he said, "We are infiltrating the mainstream media, and you'll know when we've succeeded when everything that's believed is false." And we've achieved that right now with the mainstream media right now, just following orders of the CIA and the NSA and the intelligence community per se.
It's gone up a notch higher probably than even what he realized, because now we have big tech censoring the voices that are out there, the independent media. We're getting through a little bit, but they're incredibly censoring the people who are counteracting that narrative. And so now it's a even a bigger thing. So the intelligence agency